In the beginning, there was darkness. It was silent, cold. Theater seats would become empty, popcorn stale, sodas flat. Then came along a filmmaker, a visionary, the one to bring us into the light, the creator of the summer blockbuster. In the summer of 1975, the movie industry changed forever, thanks to a giant shark with a taste for swimmers.
Hey, since we're talking about change, how about changing your algorithm? Click that subscribe button as well as the bell to get notified when Weekend Warrior drops new content. It's a cool thing to do. You should do it. Now, enjoy the shark show.
Steven Spielberg's Jaws wasn't just a movie. It was the first official summer blockbuster, pulling in over $470 million worldwide and scaring people away from beaches for years. The frenzy wasn't just about the box office numbers. Oh, no. It created a cultural tidal wave known as Jawsmania. Jawsmania was the unprecedented craze that surrounded Jaws. Overnight, sharks went from mysterious creatures of the deep to, well, the stuff of nightmares. And audiences, they couldn't get enough of it. Part of what fueled Jawsmania was pure, primal fear. Spielberg's relentless suspense, that iconic John Williams score, and the terror of an unseen predator lurking just below the surface. But then came the merchandise. At first, it was a free-for-all, sort of crazy, chaotic time. Independent hustlers were selling everything from real shark jawbones. An ice cream shop had vanilla flavor. But my personal favorite is the shark in a jar tchotchke. It didn't take long for Universal Studios to catch on to what was happening. And with that, they launched official products, like t-shirts, beach towels. They even had a best-selling soundtrack. This wave of merchandising proved just how strong and powerful a film brand could be, which helped set the stage for a little franchise like Star Wars.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
And Jawsmania didn't stop in 1975. For 50 years, this franchise has been a pop culture icon. It inspired people to study marine biology, fueled decades of Shark Week on TV, and of course, we can't forget the mass amount of shark movies we got. Open Water, 47 Meters Down, The Meg, and Sharknado. You gotta admit, that's a pretty cool looking Funko Pop. But one of the most iconic Jaws experiences is the boat tour at Universal Studios, aka your one-way trip to Amity Island. And here to talk about it is my pal and yours, Retro Spectrum.
Universal Studios wasn't done with mechanical sharks just yet, because after the release of Steven Spielberg's milestone film, we got a bunch of sequels like Jaws 2 in 1978, Jaws 3D in 1983, and Jaws: The Revenge in 1987. And while I never really saw any of these sequels, I think it's fair to assume that Universal would ensure the same level of quality for each of these films as they did the original, right? My first encounter with an animatronic shark wouldn't occur until the early 90s, when Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, opened Jaws: The Ride. The great white on this attraction, like the shark on the original film, experienced several technical issues, but by 1993, they had almost all the bugs worked out. Guests would board the attraction at Amity Island. Each boat had a tour guide who was responsible for keeping you alive, as well as cracking a few jokes in order to break the tension. Think Jungle Cruise, but instead of hippos and crocs, a giant mechanical shark just keeps popping up. Oh, and tons of pyrotechnics as well. Now, while the attraction closed in 2012, you can still find quite a few Easter eggs hidden throughout the theme park. My favorite are these beauties. Yeah, you can find these Mold-a-Matic machines that make these little figurines. for just a few dollars all throughout the Universal theme parks. Universal Studios worked with our friends at Unique Souvenirs Incorporated to welcome these machines to the theme parks in order for guests to experience them. The injection molded plastic figurines have been around since the 1960s. They are incredible keepsakes. You actually get to watch the machine produce right before your eyes. Universal has even produced a few exclusive molds like this bad boy right here. Not only is it a unique souvenir, it's also a fun little memory of your trip.
From shark attacks to exploding gas tanks, this ride was sort of a rite of passage for thrill seekers. And even though the ride is long gone, Universal hasn't forgotten us. In honor of the 50th anniversary, they just released a rad collector's item, the Bruce Shark Sipper. It's Bruce holding the air tank, scratched, dented, and stamped with the Jaws 50th logo. It's got a rope strap, faux spears, and yeah, it actually holds a drink. Move over, popcorn buckets, because we're gonna need a bigger shelf. See what I did there?
You are such an idiot. What?
But the Jaws frenzy didn't stop at theme park attractions or souvenirs or other random tchotchkes. It went digital. And in 1987, we got Jaws for the NES. This cult classic may not have won over critics, but retro gamers, oh yeah, we remember. Part RPG, part action, part grind fest for seashell currency. This game was different and at times frustrating, but what it wasn't was unforgettable. So many hours dedicated towards this game. That final showdown with Jaws, legendary. And the 8-bit remix of John Williams' theme is pure gold. Fast forward to 2024 and the shark rides again. Strikes again, bites again, bites again. Stern Pinball dropped an absolute banger of a machine that pays tribute to all 4 Jaws films. Richard Dreyfuss returns with custom voice lines. That iconic score hits every time the ball drops. This game is so much fun. Do yourself a favor and go play it. Jaws has been keeping us hooked for 50 years. It's more than a movie, it's a movement. And without it, who knows where pop culture would be? Jaws is timeless. It's a perfect movie. And without it, where would we be? Because for 50 years, Jaws hasn't just entertained us, it's stayed with us. In the water, in our memories, every time we go into the ocean and just look over our backs to see if something's coming. And that's the magic of it. A movie that still thrills, still scares, and still brings us together 50 years later. Here's to 50 years of Jaws, and those 2 notes that have scared us for half a century. Thanks so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. What are some of your memories with Jaws or any of the other properties in that franchise? Did you ever make it out to Amity Island at Universal Studios before they shut it down? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. Till next time, remember, be good.